Hello, welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. I would like to wish everybody a happy New Year's Eve. And before I discuss the 10 factors from the Sinnoh walkthrough that is coming up, I would like to give a free plug for the Mayor Best Friends YouTube channel. I do plan to discuss some timeless advice for the New Year's video there, so that way you can watch that video in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, etc., etc. And I hope it helps people who are in all walks of life. Whether you're a new player or an older player, you can still be assisted by the 5 tips that I brought together for that particular video. So I would like to discuss the 10 factors for the Sinnoh walkthrough for this particular video. So let's go ahead and dive into our 10 factors. Factor number 1. As a part of the walkthrough experience, I would like to treat the Sinnoh story as a movie. I plan on doing long form, so 30 minutes to over an hour. This could really immerse you in the experience and the feel of the Sinnoh region. And also, I have had feedback of people who do the storyline in game while watching one of my walkthrough videos. So I am admired by the people that cherish my content. So thank you so much for valuing the Roy Rogers News Channel. I really appreciate that. And thank you for bringing me along on your storyline adventure. So thank you so much. Factor number 2. For health reasons, feel free to pause in the middle of one of my walkthrough videos to write the timestamp so you can come back to it. I would not want for my audience to have their eyes sore from the experience. I've given the same advice for the longest video in Roy Rogers News history, which is the after story for the Unova region as of the time of me taping this. So factor number 3, and this is actually an idea from the Roy Rogers walkthrough channel. If a hidden item is discovered, then I plan on putting a ding for when I find one in the walkthrough. And I would like to thank Mighty Boxer for putting up the guide for the locations of all the hidden items in all the different regions. So factor number 4 is going to be, since a lot of my audience are older, around 17 to 35, I may upgrade the vernacular used for the story. If you do not know the meaning of a word, then comment below and I can try to find a definition for you. So basically I can copy and paste the definition that I find on Google. A dividing line between the for kids and not for kids on YouTube. So I want to really differentiate Roy Rogers News from kids content, since Roy Rogers News and any of my channels are not designated for children. My audience, from the analytics, my audience is mostly 17 to 35 year olds. So I really want to take advantage of your immersed knowledge of vocabulary. Factor number 5. I would like for the Sinnoh storyline to also relate to my 2009 experience with the region. So I plan on adjusting the NPC's dialogue to advance this plot. I still plan on reading the original speech written, but I want to add extra dialogue. So basically, I want the characters to connect really to 2009 myself, because I actually played Sinnoh back in 2009, and the best part about this is that you get to know a little bit about me as the content creator, and you get a little bit more depth in the story. In fact, I actually want to pick the same starter as I picked back in 09, and also I would like to get a Star Raptor in at least one of my story mode episodes, because I actually used a Star Raptor back in 09. Both of them are now level 100. I checked my recent Sinnoh game. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's '09. I can't believe, like, 2009 was just like a decade ago. I can't believe it. Alright, man, time flies so fast. I would also like to discuss factor number 6 as well. Most of my audience that I have spoken with are in relationships. Thus, I plan on slightly adjusting the plot of the Sinnoh walkthrough to make the content relatable to my audience. Also, I can have certain tips for people that are single so they don't have to feel ostracized while playing this walkthrough. Now, you may ask, where did I get these tips from? That's a very good question. In my life, I've actually spoken with several couples that are married, especially couples that have been married for quite a number of years, and I've really taken that advice to heart. So if you see any older NPCs that are married, I may insert some advice for that NPC as a part of the additional dialogue. I want to make sure everybody's happy. I want to make sure that you're single, you don't feel ostracized, and you're getting some advice. And also for the couples, I want to have moments in the Sinnoh plot, or at least this particular Sinnoh plot, where you and your spouse can have those kiss moments, just like in the movies. I know this is a relatively mature approach for the Roy Rogers News Channel, but I've looked into my analytics for my audience, and a lot of you are of the age that you can be able to appreciate a mature approach towards the storyline. So I would like to talk about factor number 7. Due to the slight adjustment to the storyline for a more nostalgic and romantic plot, 99% of the main NPCs are either dating, engaged, or married. So I don't want to spoil too much, but I'm going to give you one example. Morak, the first Sinnoh gym leader, is married to Gardner, who is the second gym leader. And you're going to find out all the couples, you're going to find out who they're dating, who they're engaged with, who they're married to. In fact, I even added a ringtone. I actually downloaded a ringtone, and I actually want the NPC to have their phone go off, and for anyone who's dating, you can actually relate to this. I would like to talk about factor number 8. Due to the previous 2 changes mentioned before, I plan on adjusting Team Galactic's goals. To keep with Cyrus's psychopathic personality, he is going to have a change in his battle music. However, the commanders are going to have his original battle theme due to the people that really enjoy the original Sinnoh theme. I've had private conversations with several people in-game, and they asked me to make sure to insert the Cyrus battle theme, so don't worry. If I'm battling one of the commanders for Team Galactic, then you're going to have the original Cyrus theme. However, Cyrus's new theme may be more intimidating and could really reflect his personality. Also, Team Galactic may talk in the past sense to reflect a time change. So if you recall from factor number 5, Sinnoh is going to be based upon my '09 experience, so Cyrus may make a past reference in 2009, back when I beat him before, or the commanders or the plasma members may make a past comment about an event that was going on while I was playing the Sinnoh region. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. And also, not to spoil anything, but all the commanders are married, and to who, I'm not gonna say yet, but they're all married. But I do have to say factor number 9 here, which is going to be important to the story mode here. There are only 3 characters that are single in the Sinnoh walkthrough. That would be myself, the Looker, and Cyrus. So those are the 3 characters that are single. Although I'm the main character, but I'm still single, so I count myself in there. The Looker, I have to say, since a lot of my audience is a mature audience, I figured that I can insert this plot line here. So, not to get into too much detail, the Looker's wife had died in the line of duty. Now, how did she die in the line of duty? Well, you're going to find out in the new Sinnoh plot. It's going to have quite a mature feeling to the Sinnoh region, and really think that a lot of you are going to enjoy the Sinnoh story. I really think that. I hope that at least. Also, factor number 10, when an update occurs during the Sinnoh story, I plan on covering that separately from the story coverage that I'm filming. So in other words, if there's an update, I just do one separate video, release that separately, and then move on to the next story point. Now, I want to circle back to factor number 3 about the hidden items. I have a proposal for my audience. I want Roy Rogers News to be able to be searched on YouTube relatively easily. If you can do me a huge favor, please get me to 1,000 subscribers. I have something that a lot of you are going to really love. So if I can have 1,000 people subscribe to me, then that'd be wonderful. I would love to have 1,000 subscribers because my channel can be searched up a lot easier, and really a lot of people can be informed on PokeMO about what's going on, and people get to know about the inner community, about tournaments and all the exciting things. And I want to make sure that my video pops in the video feed for certain people. So thank you so much for your cooperation. And for any of my subscribers that are watching, thank you so much for subscribing to the Roy Rogers News channel. I really appreciate it here. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Roy Rogers News channel. Happy New Year's Eve. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News channel signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased, Roy Rogers News. Man, I've done that by YouTube thing since I first started. Wow. Things just don't change, do they?